Now, this is important. Wow. It explains there are people that become haters of communities. They grew up in a religious circle and now they hate it. This is the source. When people don't understand the principles of Torah and the principles of good behavior, they have all kinds of difficulties in life as a result. Sometimes this is the reason why men separate from their wives, break up from their families, why children rebel against their parents and teachers. Sometimes people rebel against their Rav or their Yeshiva. They go out, they start hating on the community, they become enemies. Even those who aren't enemies of the community become enemies of the principles of the Torah. They remain in the community and then they're poison to the community. They think that even though they never had the proper instruction, that they know. It's not only regarding the law, the halachos, the lack of instruction in derech eretz, how someone should behave in general, and the between fellow and his friend, or not friend, how to behave. There's a world of knowledge about how to conduct yourself properly. When people don't learn these principles, they're going to collide in all sorts of circumstances. Then will be, says the author, they'll descend to the very worst situations, but they'll never blame themselves. Sometimes they'll become robbers, take money from people, become bankrupt, running away, causing a disgrace to God, Chol Hashem. They'll never be able to reinstate themselves because they never learned how to behave according to the principles like the ones that we're learning here. We see everyday life, the results of lack of instruction in all these things. There are people who learned this in school and then they moved off to Manhattan. I called such a man and asked him what happened. He said, "Don't bother me and don't call me anymore." Another one who also moved to Manhattan was lost forever. Another one moved to the Midwest and threw away his Yiddishkeit. This happens again and again. People aren't trained in the ways of Torah, Moshe, and Yerushalayim. Now, you could be totally religious and an amazing person that God loves and live in Manhattan or live in the Midwest. He's just talking about, from his example, they left the community to go in a place that there wasn't community for the purpose of removing themselves from the Judaism they were brought up with, because it was the fake Judaism that they weren't exposed to correctly, so then they just hated everybody. So important people are told correctly, so important.